أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإن طلقتموهن من قبل أن تمسوهن وقد فرضتم لهن فريدة فنصف ما فرضتم إلا أن يعفونا أو يعفو الذي بيده عقدة النكاح أن يعفونا أو يعفو الذي بيده عقدة النكاح وأن تعفوا أقرب للتقوى ولا تنسوا الفضل بينكم إن الله بما تعملون بصير. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayat number 237. In this ayat, Allah tells us about the woman who is divorced, but there are two conditions in it. One condition that she has not made any relationship with the husband. It means the husband has not touched her, so he has not developed sexual relations. The second condition is that the meher is actually the agreement of obligation or the payment in terms of gold, in terms of money, in terms of some other things that has been made between the family members of the husband and the wife at the time of marriage. So in English we call it dower or dower, something like this. So this one is actually, we call it meher, and some people call it haq meher. So in this ayat, Allah tells us about the woman who has been divorced, but she has not been touched by the husband, but her meher was fixed. So we read this. Allah said, وَإِن طَلَّقْتُمُوهُنَّ, and if you divorce the woman, min qabli an tamassuhunna, before you have touched them, وَقَدْ فَرَضْتُمْ lahunna, and you have specified obligation like meher, you have fixed it for her or for them, lahunna, for them, faridatan fa nisfu ma faradtum, and whatever you have fixed the obligation in form of like the anything in form of gold, in form of payment, cash or something. So you have to pay it half. So payment of this dower is half payment is necessary or essential. Illa an yafuna, but the woman, the wife, she has authority to leave it, to forgive it. أو يعفو الذي بيده عقدة النكاح, or the husband who has been authorized because he has the marriage knot, like he can do the marriage or nikah and he also leave the marriage with divorce. So this way he has the marriage knot. So he must leave. So the dower to the woman. أو يعفو الذي, or is forgiven بيده عقدة النكاح, that one who has marriage knot. So if he forgive or leave the remaining half, وأنتَعْفُوا, and if he forgives or leaves, أقرب للتقوى, then it is near to taqwa. ولا تنسوا الفضل بينكم, and don't forget to be kind and gracious among yourselves. إن الله بما تعملون بصير, indeed Allah is watching what you are doing. So we read one time more. Allah said, وَإِن طَلَّقْتُمُوهُنَّ مِن قَبْلِ أَن تَمَسُّوهُنَّ وَقَدْ فَرَضْتُمْ لَهُنَّ فَرِيضَةً فَنِصْفُ مَا فَرَضْتُمْ إِلَّا أَن يَعْفُونَ أَوْ يَعْفُوَ الَّذِي بِيَدِهِ عُقْدَةُ النِّكَاحِ وَأَن تَعْفُوا أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَنْسَوُا الْفَضْلَ بَيْنَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. And if you divorce the woman before you have not touched them, and you have already specified for them an obligation, the dower, the meher, therefore give them half what you had specified, unless the woman forgive and not to take, and the one who has marriage knot or marriage contract should forgive. If you be soft and give up all, it is near to the piety, near to taqwa. Indeed, Allah is watching what you are doing. So, in this ayat, Allah tells us about the woman. The husband married her, but he has not developed the sexual relation with her. So, but one thing that has been done, that is the meher or the dower. So that was specified. So Allah said in this ayat that it is compulsory for the husband to pay her half meher, half dower the person has to pay to the wife. So, but if he is just to leave the whole to her, so it will be more good for her, because it will give him the special reward, like he will get the taqwa, because Allah said, wa antafu akrabu lit taqwa. So if he is just to leave all, then it is near to taqwa. So the possible he will attain the status of taqwa. So which is important, because Allah said in Holy Quran in Surah Hujurat, Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The person who is respectable in the eyes of Allah, so is that one who has more taqwa. So taqwa is the main thing that make the status of a person before Allah. So now here the taqwa as a reward coming to that person who is just leaving the dower, like leaving the meher to the woman, to the wife. So that is a good transaction to attain taqwa. Subhanallah. So this way the other thing is that, because when the woman she has given the divorce, automatically it will impact upon her mind adverse, or she feel ill. Possibly she feels ill because of the divorce, and even her mind is disturbed. So when her mind is disturbed, and at that time, so if the husband who has paid or who has given the specified amount of meher that was fixed at the time of marriage, now if he say give me back half, so that is no good, because already she is feeling ill because of divorce. If he will say this word, that will make her more and more disturbed. So the better, this way Allah said, you have to leave all to her, and it is it will make you near to taqwa, and you will attain the status of taqwa. So that is more benefit the person will get, and also the woman, the wife, she will get the dower, or she will get the meher and the whole amount, and but the wife, but the husband, he will get the taqwa. That is the special blessings of Allah and a special respect before Allah. So very important point, this one. And even in this ayat, Allah tells us also that the woman who is the wife, she is authorized, if she want to forgive, or she want to leave the meher, she is allowed. She will say that I don't want, okay, and I leave it, I forgive, and you can keep, I'm happy with that. So then is fine. So the main thing is that Allah wants between the husband and wife, even at the time of separation, that they should make separation just within a respectable manner, in which they will have mutual respect and regard, and mutually they should sacrifice, they should be like they should be generous, and they should have to develop nice relationship at the end also. And there should not be jealousy, there should not be hatred, no any enmity, and no any type of something that makes the minds disturb. And Allah wants to make the good relationship even at the uh, end of this relationship. So this way Allah wants to see the Muslims people as a whole, the families as a whole, good, peaceful, nice, and mutually with cooperation and coordination, and they must feel easy and good, not feel ill, not feel bad. So they must understand the divorce as a part of like a part of our life, like, because the marriage and the divorce is person understand that is because of Allah, because these relationships are with the special blessings of Allah, so they are developed because we don't know where a person's marriage possible or where the person will have to marry and where the woman she has to marry to who won, so we don't know, but this is because of Allah. We must have a good dua, and before Allah we should request for good relationship and must develop good relationship, nice behavior, and should be even at the time of separation. Allah wants to see both families in a good mood, in a good way, no hatred, no feeling illness, no feeling bad, no developing enmity, no any type of jealousy, nothing at all, except Allah wants to that they should develop the brotherhood, like innamal mu'minuna ikhwa. So Allah wants to see them both families like with the brotherhood, with like the Prophet ﷺ said, al muslimu akhu al muslimi, Muslim is the brother of other Muslim, la yuslimuhu, so he should not leave him, and wala yuzlimuhu, and don't make the other person feel ill. So it mean, so to make the good relationship, Allah said wala tansawul, in this ayat Allah said wala tansawul fadla bainakum, so you don't forget to develop the relationship with a generous and good way among yourself. So you have to develop nice relationship even at the time of separation. So that is very important point that Allah wants to see in our Muslim society. So, Alhamdulillah, we got in this ayat that a woman who has been divorced, even she has not developed the relationship with the husband, and but the dower or the meher was fixed, so that time it is compulsory for the husband to pay half of it. But if he will leave the whole, so it will make him to go near the taqwa, and that is the excellent reward for him. And for the woman, if she is authorized, if she want to leave, she is allowed to leave it, and she is allowed to forgive it and leave it with the husband also. But if the husband is just to give her the all, then is it is more good. And also Allah said that you have to develop the generosity and must have the nice relationship among yourselves, and don't forget it, because Allah is watching what you are doing. So it means Allah's eyes are upon us. What type of relationship we have developing or we have developed, and what is the outcome of our relationship at the end of the this wedding, so that was done. So what is the end of the relationship in the form of divorce? So Allah is watching us, so we must do everything under the limits of Allah. What the limits have been described in Sharia, we have to follow them completely and fully, so that at the day of judgment we will be in a good eyes before Allah, inshallah.